Welcome back to the channel. In this session, we are going to see the concept on inheritance. In inheritance means very important in object-oriented concept. Here, why we are using inheritance means because in normal C++ we are going to create a class by using class keywords, and we just created a class by adding attributes and methods, right? So in single class we have a number of attributes and method. In some cases we are going to use same attributes and method in another class. So in such cases, again we are going to create the same attributes and methods. It leads to duplication of the code again because we are rewriting the same code in another class. So in such situation, we are going to use this inheritance concept. It means that we created one class, we have attributes and methods. So we are going to use this attributes and methods in another class. Okay, we are going to access this attributes and methods to another class. So in such cases, we are going to use inheritance concept. In that things, we are not going to create same attributes and methods with not with duplications, because we are avoiding a duplication because we are using the same attributes and methods. So this is called as inheritance. So this inheritance helps to cleaner your code, because whatever the thing you need, you are going to create an attributes and methods, and in future if you want to use this attributes and method, by using inheritance concept you are going to access this. Again, you are not going to create same attributes and methods. So this inheritance concept is provide a very efficient code by avoiding the duplications. So this is the main thing why we are using inheritance in object-oriented programming language. So how we are using this inheritance in our programming team. So we need to understand these two categories. One is parent and another one is child. So in normal meaning, inheritance means the children have some characteristic of the parents, right? So it means that the children inherit some of the characteristic from the parents. So the same way we are going to map with the program with the categories. Like for parent we are going to represented as base class, and child we are going to represented as derived class. This is the two category. One is base class and derived class. Base class represent the parent and derived class represent the child. Okay, so here the base class, that is parent class, is the class where being inherited, right? So in derived class we are going to inherit the attributes and method from the parent class. So this is the main concept. Okay, so here we have different types of inheritance. First let me explain what are all the types of inheritance available. So in this thing, let me see what are the types of inheritance. And so these are all the five main types of inheritance. So in the first inheritance is single inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and hybrid inheritance. So we are going to implement the different types of inheritance by using C++ program. Okay, so let me explain the what is the main definition of inheritance. So here we have the inheritance is a method. So this is the method where we are going to inherit the properties from its parent class. Okay, so this inheritance is one of the object oriented features. So here we have two categories. One is the parent, another one is the child, right? So this is the two categories. The parent class represent the base class. This represent the base class, and this represent the derived class. So in a parent class we have the attributes and method. We are going to derive that attribute and method to the child. So this is the main definition of the inheritance. So we can call parent class as the base class or existing class, and child class as the derived class. So this is the two main categories you should understand it. Okay. And next, let me explain. Let me see with different types of inheritance and how we are going to implement it. Okay. So this is the syntax of the base class and derived class. So in normal C++ program, we are going to create the class by using the keyword called class and with the parent class. So this parent class is the name of the parent. So by understanding, we just give it as parent class. And this we have the block of code, and after that we are going to terminate by using a semicolon. And next we have the children class. Child class is the children. And here we are going to access the parent class to the derived class. So how we are accessing means by using the name of the parent class. So this should be separated by colon. Okay. So actually we have the block of code for child class. This also should be terminated with semicolon. So this is the entire syntax of the parent class and the derived class. That means child class access the parent class by using this colon. So it means that we have some relationship between the parent class and the children class. Okay. So this is the main thing how we are going to create the parent class and derived class syntax. So next let me explain with the code. And before entering into the parent class and children class, you should be aware about these three types of access specifier: public, private, protected. So we already aware about public members of the, if we give a attribute as public, derived class and access the parent class attributes easily. If it is a private or comes under protector from the base class, the derived class cannot access to the private class members of the base class. Okay. So if it is a private, we can't able to access the derived class properties. And protected means we can access the base class properties even it is a protected. Okay, because we have some relationship. So only if it is a private we can't able to access, and if it is a public and protected we can able to access it. And the advantages main thing is code reusability, tentative nature. So reusability means we are going to create a code only one time, and whenever we need to use that particular code in future, the same code we can use it again by using this inheritance properties. And next we see with the programs. And here this is going to be a C++ program. And in this program, we have a base class name called vehicle and derived class name called, this is vehicle is the base class name and derived class name is car. Okay. So car is a parent class, vehicle is a parent class, car is a derived class. And how we relate this means, see in this thing, see, in this class, we are going to create a derived class. How it is a derived class means because we access the base class here by calling this base class name, right? So class car colon public vehicle. This represent that we created a car as a derived class, and vehicle is going to be a base class. So vehicle is a parent, car is a child. So inside this, Inside the vehicle class, we have a public access specifier and we have one attribute called string. Brand is, we get one attribute called string attribute, brand is a Ford, and one function, member function is honk. So it's going to print the statement. So we have one attribute, one member function. And when you see this derived class, inside the derived class, uh, we have one string. Remember, attribute is model, and we just allocated a value as Mustang. It means that in derived class, car is a derived class which we have one attribute model, but we can able to access the base class property, that is brand and honk, because car is the children of the vehicle, right? So vehicle is a parent. It has one attribute brand and one is member function, and children has only one attribute model. And so this is the base class and derived class. This represent the single inheritance. How we can say a single inheritance means one parent, one children. This relationship we can call it as a single inheritance. So let's discuss with the main class. In main class, we created an object for uh, derived class, that is children. Car is a derived class, that is children, and we created an object name as my car. And see, in my car is an object which is going to call a member function called honk. But honk is the function of the base class. But we can access by using this car object. So this is the relationship, because car is the children of the vehicle. So we can able to access the base class property, and also we can access the brand, and also we can access the model function. So these are all the things. So it is going to display an output as Tut and Ford Mustang.